Popular Culture Research Team. How can I help you? Back joining us in the studio for Popular Culture Research Team is Eugene. Oh, Eugene. Eugene, hello to you.
Hi guys, happy Friday!
What? So, I mean, you are our original idol.
What?
Singer
Please stop.
on the culture. What did you think about Halsey singing?
평양바람. I thought it was a 평양바다.
We all heard Pyongyang Pada, and then you said there's no Pada in Pyongyang.
It was a little catchy.
But you know what? Bahar is right. She's still singing it right now. It's very catchy.
Yes, it's very catchy.
I might get arrested. I'm gonna be like singing this on the streets. I'm gonna be like Pyongyang Padam, and then they're gonna be like, "Are you a spy? What is that? I heard just something. I heard something."
Really?
Stop it! Stop it!
I want to listen.
Oh yeah!
평양바람.
Yeah, that's like when you. That's how people sing when they forget lyrics. Halsey, I
I like that.
I think now there's no more gonna be my eyebrow shout. I don't know if you know my eyebrow shout. There's gonna be no more eyebrow shout now. It's gonna be all Halsey singing. Baekdusan. That's gonna be a new thing. Speaking of Baekdusan, speaking of Pyongyang Baram,
평양바람.
we're gonna go back into Crash Landing on You.
Mm-hmm.
First topic of the last week.
Yeah. Okay, so in episode 13 this week, North Korean soldiers are sitting around eating fried chicken.
What?
And they happen to see a soccer match on TV, Korea versus Japan.
South Korea versus Japan.
Yes. And without even thinking about it, they just start cheering for South Korea.
Well-
And what's funny is that, so these are North Korean soldiers, and they are technically on the opposite side of South Korea because we're still on war.
Yeah.
But the moment a Korea-Japan match comes on, none of that matters anymore. They are cheering for South Korea. So against Japan, North and South has just become one.
Yes, guys, you have to understand that. I mean, historically, because of the
Yes.
historical past, the rivalry between South Korea and Japan. I mean, it's huge. It's ginormous.
Yes, true.
I'm trying to think about like other countries, like Pakistan, India, cricket. That's one. But it's just a rivalry. Canada versus United States in hockey, very big. But this is
Yep.
big stuff. So Korea-Japan match, like how powerful is it in real life?
Okay, so it's not just a game, it's the game. So when Korea plays Japan in soccer, in baseball, in anything, the whole country stops. So people who never watch sports suddenly care so much. And there is a saying in Korea that a Korea-Japan match turns every single Korean into a patriot overnight.
There's like you just can't lose. You can't lose. There's a saying,
Never.
right?
Yes.
가위바위보도 지면 안
안
된다.
된다.
So even rock paper scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
You can't lose to Japan. It's the rivalry runs strong to the point where I almost feel like if it's like, you know, sometimes there's like North Korea versus Japan. Right? Like in international matches. I think South Korea actually does root for North Korea
Yes,
too.
yes.
That's how crazy it is, right? But the history, again, you have to take into consideration why we feel this way.
Oh, that's important.
Even though things are, you know, better now.
Yes.
But the history between Korea and Japan really runs deep.
Right. So as many of you already know, Korea was under Japanese colonial rule from 1910 to 1945. That is like 35 years. And during that time, Koreans were forced to give up their names, their language, their culture. And there were also much darker things such as forced labor, comfort women, like issues that even today have never been fully resolved between, of course, Dokdo Island. So there is a his story between every single match. It is never just about the score.
No, it's like, it's wild. Like they'll face each other. But then, like, even the players, they turn different.
Yes, right.
When they're playing against Japan.
Their eyes even turn like,
yeah, their eyes are different. You see fire.
yeah.
And when they lose, and it's not a big deal, like it's just like for them, it's like the end of the world, right?
Yes.
But North Korea, though, I mean, they do also feel the same way about Japan.
they feel it even more strongly and much more directly. So, North Korea's entire founding ideology is built around resistance against Japan. So, anti Japanese sentiment is not just cultural there, it is officially written into the system. Like, for example, from kindergarten, children are taught that Japan is a 100-year enemy, and the word wenom, which is a very harsh slur for Japanese people, appears directly in North Korean school textbooks. So it is not something whispered at home. It is something that is openly taught in classrooms from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's not a good word. It's not like a naughty, like, we're going to get in trouble for saying this word, but it's a slur. It is what it is.
But it's in textbook.
It is. And that's how strongly they feel. But all the more because, like, if you think about, like, the history that North Korea teaches, right? It is true that I think Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea, he did fight against Japan.
Yes.
Like, I mean, but how much of a hero he is, we don't know. Because they just make him to be like this really, really big liberation fighter.
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is, he did fight against Japan. And so because of that, it's a big thing. And of course, Korea was one during the colonial time. So I'm guessing that Japanese products would be like complete, like you would have like American stuff, you have like South Korean stuff.
Yes.
And it's like we'll turn an eye on that, right? we'll forgive you for that. Let that be in the black market.
But this is where it gets really interesting and kind of ironic. So despite all of that, Japanese products are actually considered luxury items in North Korea, like Japanese rice cookers, secondhand bicycles, watches. So these are treated like premium goods. So you have a country that teaches children from birth that Japan is the enemy, and those same people saving up just to own a Japanese rice cooker.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You be calling them certain names and you don't like them, but you use their items.
Yes.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Japan does make very good products. I mean, that's very true. They make
They're
good
good
cars.
at making things.
They make good electronics. So what are you going to do? But it is a strange contrast, though. But does that kind of thing happen here in South Korea, too?
Oh, yes. So in 2019, when Japan imposed trade restrictions on South Korea, there was a massive boycott movement that spread everywhere. It was called No Japan Movement.
I remember that.
People stopped buying Japanese beer, cars, clothing brands, and Japanese restaurant sales dropped. It was a really big deal. But just a few years later, Japan became the #1 overseas travel destination for Koreans again. So Korean tourists flooded back, and then Japanese food, culture, all hugely popular again.
This was because Japan was banning exports of certain key materials needed by companies like Samsung Electronics. And so Korea just said, okay, fine. Like, you saw zero Japanese beer in the convenience stores.
Also clothing brands.
Clothing brands, like, what is it? Uniqlo. Like, it was like the one in Myeongdong closed down.
Yes.
That was like one of the most popular one. It closed down and it was huge. But some people might say that this is hypocritical, though.
Some people do say that, but I think there's a difference between hypocrisy and just being human, because hypocrisy is when you pretend the problem does not exist. But Koreans are not pretending. They know the history, they talk about it, they teach it in schools. So Koreans have learned how to draw a line between politics and culture. So when the government does something that crosses a line, people respond politically. That is what No Japan movement was. But that does not mean you have to stop enjoying a country's food or its cities or its culture.
Yeah, no, it was anything that was directly going to the major corporations.
Yes.
Because the fact of the matter is, I don't think, like, the Korean people are going, we don't like Japanese people. It wasn't like that. There was a lot of respect for the Japanese people, right? And I went to Japan was some of the nicest people I've ever met. It was just the government and what the government decided they're going to do, continuously falsely making claims over Dokdo, things like that, the rising sun flag, historical, all these historical stuff, right? And so it's kind of wild. But Japan, though, is kind of the same.
Yes. So Japanese people absolutely fell in love with Korean culture too. So back in the early 2000s, a Korean drama called 겨울연가, Winter Sonata, aired in Japan. You love that?
My memory.
What?
모두 기억해.
Oh, it's like original soundtrack?
실장님, 안 보여, 실장님. 기억연가.
So Baekhyun, right?
Yeah, with Baekhyun
Yes.
and Cheju.
Yes. And that drama completely took over the country. And then came BTS, Squid Game, and also Crash Landing
Yep.
on You, this drama. So all massive in Japan. So here's the thing. Korean people enjoy Japanese ramen and travel to Japan, and Japanese people cry watching Korean dramas and learn Korean to understand the lyrics. Politics stays complicated, that's true, but
Yeah.
culture keeps finding a way through. And honestly, I think that is a pretty mature way to navigate a really complicated relationship. But history should be remembered. The wounds are real, and at some point, they do need to be properly addressed.
That's right. I mean, as long as the government doesn't address it, that becomes a problem. But at least from people to people
Yes.
exchanges, soft power remains very high. And again, I mean, there's a lot about Japan that we like. There's a lot of Korea that Japanese people like.
Yes.
And hopefully through the soft power we'll heal. But unless the government doesn't continue to do and say
It
all
should
the
be
things.
addressed.
Yeah, it definitely should be addressed. All right, we're going to continue to talk about other hidden cultural elements within Crash Landing on You. Is there a reason why this song was picked? Did you choose
Because
this
it
song?
is, yes, because it was so huge in Japan.
Oh,
this
it
song.
was. You could have just listened to a Kyoyoga song. But this is 동방신기 with Melodic 주문.
Right.
It's a double whammy. What is this? Oh my god. This is the worst. That's like double whammy. This is real 빨간 맛. this is real 빨간 맛.
Wow.
This is punishment.
Yeah.
I called my producer a bad name yesterday, and now he's punishing me. He said he'll get me back.
You have to endure that.
I didn't think he was gonna get me back today. I thought he was done after yesterday, but oh my goodness. Disobedient Space Whale says, when I went to Japan, I avoided the Yasukuni Shrine, and you should. And you should. New intro music. Never. Now we got two things now.
Oh, it's
We
very
got two things.
addictive.
What's our next topic?
Okay, so if you have been watching Crash Landing on You very carefully, you might have noticed something a little strange. So Seri is a billionaire. Her employees are busy professionals,
Yep.
and the North Korean soldiers they're on a mission, but somehow all of them day and night are constantly eating the same fried chicken and the same sandwiches. We all know what is happening, right?
Oh, you like from the same company? It's PPL.
Yes.
It's commercials, product placement.
Yes.
So I'm guessing then the two products that keep coming out, they're the sponsor, like technically the sponsors of the drama.
True. So, and I think PPL in Korea is very, very unique because
Yeah.
in Western dramas, like product placement tends to be very subtle. A logo in the background, for example, or a character driving a certain car, so you might not even notice it.
Yeah.
But Korean PPL is the complete opposite. Everyone knows. The camera zooms in on the product, the character holds it up very awkwardly. They talk about it, and it is impossible to miss it.
The funniest I saw was there's a drama called Yunae Kori. One of my favorite dramas, and I guess one of the sponsors was like a 감자탕 restaurant franchise.
Oh, okay.
And they're constantly eating there. Like even when like a guy and a girl on a date, they're there.
감자탕
And then in the
date?
script, it goes, the one person goes, oh, it tastes really good here. And goes, oh, isn't it really good? It's not too salty. It's not too spicy. It's like the
stop it,
right.
please.
And I was like, oh my goodness.
They are on a date, but eating 감자탕.
Yeah. And so like almost like every other episode, you'll see that place. And so like it's not
please
subtle at
stop
all.
it.
But as you guys know, over in the U.S., with commercials, they're very sensitive and so very subtle. So like, why does it have to be so obvious? So like, it's so awkward.
Yes. So it comes down to how Korean dramas are funded. Like Korean broadcasters do not fully cover production costs the way Western networks do.
Yeah.
So dramas rely heavily on PPL deals to make up the budget. The more visible the product, the more the brand pays. So there is a direct financial reason to make it obvious. But sometimes it goes too far and it completely breaks the storyline.
No, again, like it just kills the mood.
Yes, right. And there are famous examples. two characters are in the middle of a heated argument, like yelling at each other, and then suddenly one of them sits down in a massage chair and starts enjoying it, like, oh, this feels so good, I needed this. Or detectives are hiding in the dark waiting for a criminal, and suddenly they are eating fried chicken together in the middle of an undercover operation. The drama stops making sense for about 30 seconds and then just continues like nothing happened.
It's like
Please.
there's a scene in drama and your loved one is dying. And you go, don't die. Don't die, please.
Don't leave me alone.
I have to go. But just know that before I go, I have to say one more thing. Pass me that chicken one more time. From Nene Chicken. it's like, what is going on here? It's like, I want to eat this for one last time because they make the best chicken. Now I can die.
You're good at it. Wow.
From something chicken. And then go back to dying. It's like, you're right, it kills the mood.
Yeah.
It really kills the mood, you know? But like, you know what the thing is? It works.
Yes.
The advertisement works.
Some work incredibly well. And there are some cases. The most famous one is from a drama called 별에서 온 그대, My Love from the Star.
Oh.
The lead actress Chun Ji-hyun says one line, like, on a snowy day, we have to eat chimek, like fried chicken and beer together. And that one line triggered a full-blown chimek craze across China.
Oh, yeah.
Korean chicken
yeah.
brands started expanding globally. The combination of fried chicken and beer became internationally associated with Korea. So one line, one drama, entire industry transformed.
We talked about the Chimek Festival in Daegu. And Chinese tourists flock over there to have chimek.
Right.
Just because of this drama. Like, it's wild.
Yes.
More examples?
In 태양의 후예, Descendants of the Sun, actor Song Joong-ki constantly appears with a red ginseng stick in his mouth, and sales went through the roof. Red ginseng became a must-buy souvenir for tourists coming to Korea. And in 도깨비 Goblin, actor Gong Yu frequently eats a Subway sandwich. That product placement is actually considered one of the most successful in Korean drama history.
Like, it even worked for me because, like, back when I used to watch 나는 Solo, I Am Solo, I don't watch it anymore. I haven't watched it in so long. It's been over a year since I watched it. Like, they have a snack, and they're eating, like, tteokbokki from this, like, one franchise. I was like, yo, can you stop eating? Like, they keep eating, and the next thing you know, I'm ordering it. Because you know what they said? They're giving lines. They go like, oh, wow, this is pretty good. And the one person goes, I don't even really like tteokbokki. This is really good. And they go like, oh, if you put this together, it tastes even better. And it's like, everyone's got lines in a reality TV show, ladies and gentlemen. And
That's reality.
I've ordered it. I've ordered chicken because I've seen it in dramas and stuff like that. So Korean drama PPL basically works because people are so emotionally invested in the characters that they want what the characters eat.
Yes, exactly. So you are not just buying chicken or a sandwich. You are buying the feeling of the drama. That is why it works even when everyone knows it is an ad. And there's another case where PPL works best when it actually fits the story. A drama called 미생 covers a story about office workers surviving corporate life in Korea. And in the drama, the characters drink instant coffee at their desks and take hangover drinks after late nights. All of it was PPL, but it felt completely real because it was exactly what Korean office workers actually do every day. It's called good PPL or honest PPL. Also, that coffee brand saw its sales increase by 106% during the broadcast period compared to the last before.
Disobedient Space Sales says, yeah, the Subway product placement crash landing on you was hilarious. Claire Hardiker down under in Australia says, I've seen K-dramas where they go to Subway for lunch. Like, it's like every day for like lunch they're going to Subway. Like, I love sandwiches, but I can't have it every day. You know?
But they eat every day.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, this is a huge difference from the absurd PPL examples that we talked about in other dramas.
Yes. So when PPL fits naturally into the story, it is not just advertising anymore. It actually creates a ripple effect. So when it is forced, like two characters fighting and then suddenly sitting in a massage chair, viewers roll their eyes and then Brand looks desperate. That's a bad PPL. But when it fits, when a tired office worker drinks a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
it stops being an ad. It becomes part of the story. That's a good PPL. So, Astrid, I have a question. If you could do a PPL on this show, what would you pick?
You know, like for anybody, it's always like a dream to do commercial. But it has to fit your image.
Yes.
Is what it is.
Yes, your image, considering your image.
Like
Okay.
the worst, you know who was the worst advertiser ever in the history? 세영.
Huh?
세영 did this whole 삼다수 thing. Was it 삼다수? 제주
Yeah, 제주
삼다수 thing?
삼다수.
Right? On our Arirang. And then she comes into the studio drinking a different water.
Really?
She was fired. She was like, no more 삼다수 now. If I were to do it, I do beer.
Beer?
You gotta do beer. Right? You gotta do the,
Oh, stop it.
and then the,
Oh, you are drinking
you gotta-
soju right now.
you gotta do,
That's not beer,
And then you go-
PPL. Oh, stop it, please. Guys,
was
help
that
me.
was that too much of a 2000s beer commercial?
2000s?
What commercial would you do?
I was just thinking about like microphone, like that's
Microphones?
not funny.
When I'm
right?
on air, I only
Ooh.
use this microphone because it makes my voice so much better. Like,
Ooh,
no, no one would
but
hire
you're,
me.
You're good at it.
Microphone. Eugene, honestly,
okay,
what commercial would you do?
okay.
You didn't tell me that when it was during music break.
I was thinking about like bank because it brings a lot of money for it.
UN Bank?
What? Why?
It doesn't fit.
It matches.
You know what's an honor? I heard that like the honor it used to be is the soju.
Soju.
Yes, the soju ads, right? Because like you have like
Oh.
what's her name? Suji, IU,
My idol.
Chori, all those people they do it. So that's why you could do the.
Please.
Don't you want to do that?
I want to do that, but for soju, okay.
That everyone wants to do. It's the beer and the sojus. I'm telling you, those are the ones that you want to do.
yes, or makgeolli as well.
Makgeolli is pretty. No, it doesn't fit you.
Okay, how about wine?
You don't even drink wine.
Champagne?
Okay. Champagne.
champagne.
All right, there it is. Anyways, tell us what ad would you be really good at? Oh, look at that. Naga, keep the bed mattress ads for me. I sleep well. We're going to continue to talk about other hidden cultural elements within Crash Landing on You. We talked about coffee. This is Paul Kim with Coffee with Me. 커피 한잔 할래요. In the studio with Eugene's for
yep.
Popular Culture Research
Yes,
Team.
yes.
We have, I can't believe it, our final topic for Crash Landing on You. What do you have for us?
Okay, so this one comes from the final episode, and it is the moment that I think made so many people cry. So Jonghyuk and Seri fell in love, but they are from two completely different worlds, North and South Korea, and they both know they cannot stay together. So before Jonghyuk goes back to North Korea, he does something very heartbreaking and at the same time very romantic. He schedules a whole year of text messages to be sent to Seri after he's gone. For example, like, it is 초복, a really hot day today, so make sure you eat something good. Take care of yourself. So he'll not be there, but he arranges all text messages so that she can hear from him throughout the seasons. Why?
I mean, okay.
Okay. That's romantic.
It's romantic.
Uh-huh.
I
Why
do,
are you so sarcastic?
I do that when I was in my 20s. I do that if I was in my 20s. So he can't say I love you to her in
Yeah.
person anymore.
no.
So instead, he scheduled the text message for the entire year.
Yes, for the entire year. So,
okay.
and it is so meaningful because these messages are timed to specific points in the Korean seasonal calendar. So we do not just divide a whole year into just 4 seasons, like spring, summer, fall, and winter. We zoom in much closer. It's like a traditional system that divides the year into 24 smaller shifts, and each checkpoint tells you what season is coming, how the weather will change, what to eat, and how to take care of your body.
Yeah, so it like we talk about it on the intro sometimes. So 초복, 중복, 말복.
말복.
That's the 3 hottest days of the summer.
Yes.
And this is where you have to really take care of yourself with the food and all that stuff. And I mean, it's a very detailed version of the calendar. Again, like each point on the calendar tells you exactly how to live the moment for that particular day of the year.
Exactly. So the idea is that nature shifts right on cue, almost like it keeps its own promises. So when the season turns, the hit breaks, and it always does, right on schedule. And based on this, department stores and and fashion brands actually plan their seasonal collections and sales events around these checkpoints. So originally it was created for farmers to know exactly when to plant seeds, when to harvest, when to prepare for the cold, because farming requires a very precise timeline to grow crops. But over time, it became part of everyday Korean life.
Yeah, like things have changed a lot because of the climate change.
Yes.
So it doesn't really fit as much, but still, we do mention it, we acknowledge it, and we react to that specific day of the calendar. And so like it really does almost feel like the whole country runs on this sort of like invisible shared rhythm, right?
Correct. And one of the most beloved moments in that rhythm is coming up very soon, the 3 hottest days of the Korean summer. Koreans call them 삼복, like 초복, 중복, 말복. So this year, the first of those 3 days falls on July 15th. So on that day, Koreans eat samgyetang, which is a chicken soup with ginseng, garlic, and sticky rice. So the idea is that if the weather gets hotter, we have to take care of our body more carefully. So we eat hot food like samgyetang. It's called 이열치열, which can be roughly translated as fight fire with fire. So eating something hot actually helps your body push out the heat and restore your energy and rebalance itself.
Yeah, so we also like to believe that when we sweat a lot, right, so during the summer, you're also losing a lot of things, a lot of nutrients, whatever. And so to replenish everything that you've lost through sweat, you have to eat ginseng. I can't eat this. I can't eat ginseng.
Really?
I have a very high body temperature, and so it clashes because what the ginseng does is it increases your body temperature. And so bathroom. But I know that samgyetang restaurants across the country just have lines stretching out the door on these days.
People might wait for an hour or sometimes more. So it is one of the biggest days in the entire Korean food industry. And on the other end of the year, which is called 동지, the winter solstice, we eat 팥죽, red bean porridge, on the darkest day of the year because the color red has long been believed to drive away evil spirits and bad energy. So on the darkest day of the year, we tend to eat 팥죽 to protect ourselves from negative energy. It's kind of a traditional belief. So hot soup in summer to fight the heat, red porridge in winter to fight the dark. Every season has its answer.
That's right. And you guys have like things like, what is it? The winter solstice, summer solstice.
Yes.
All of this that we still, again, acknowledge. Wow, that's going to wrap up 4 weeks of Crash Landing on You, Eugene. But what do you think made this drama so special, just to wrap things up here?
So this drama shows 2 people from completely opposite sides of the world and finds all the things they share, the same food, the same longing, the same way of caring for the people they love. Although North and South have different ideologies, cultures, and systems, the way we love each other is exactly the same. And I think Crash Landing on You captured that better than anything else I've ever seen. That's what makes it unforgettable.
No, I think it's true. I mean, we're divided by the 38th parallel, by the DMZ. We're divided by the war that still goes on.
Yep.
But we do like to think that we are one people, And there was a video of this YouTuber, South Korean YouTuber, who was in China, bumped into North Koreans in the same train, and they were sharing snacks, and they were saying, and then the YouTuber said, like, isn't it weird that you're talking to me because I'm from the South? And he said, we're the same people. It's unfortunate what happened, but we're the same people.
They're sharing same history.
And we believe that. We believe that. Eugene,
Yep.
Wonderful job covering Crash Landing on You for a full month. It's going to be a terrible month for you next month. We're going to go into...
I enjoyed that.
Summer means what?
Oh, scary things.
Scary stuff. We're going to go into what I think is the scariest drama I've ever watched. We're going to delve into that. You'll find out what we'll talk about next week, right? Oh, it's going to be great.
Yes.
Thank you very much for this, Eugene. Have a wonderful evening and the weekend, and we'll see you again next Friday.
Thank you. See you next Friday. Bye.
And sending her out of the studio, this is Crush with Let Us Go, 둘만의 세상으로 가.